For the past 3 decades, people of Ontario have been having sightings and close encounters with what they describe as a large black cat, resembling that of a cougar, or rather a black panther. What is really odd though about these sightings is that a lot of them are confirmed by the government to be credible. And we even have a confirmed photograph of a melanistic jaguar which was taken outside of Guelph, Ontario in 2010. Come with me now as I examine the evidence of cougar sightings and jaguar sightings in southern Ontario. From my own research, I have personally received over 30 separate sightings of large black cats in Ontario. Additionally, I have also been able to find over a dozen newspaper headlines of people spotting a large black cat. Since I always map out every sighting I receive, one thing became obvious. Some of these sightings all happen in the same general area, almost creating like a hotspot, as it were. Although the amount of sightings I currently have at this point in time is limited, let's go over what I have learned so far in the past 3 weeks. Starting with hotspot number 1, we have southwest of London. There's some sightings around Kamoka, around the reservation, and Port Stanley actually. Hotspot number 2 would actually be Ohsweken. But what's very interesting about these 2 sightings is they're practically right next to each other. The first sighting actually shut down a school in 2022. I shouldn't say shut down though, they closed a recess, but they report seeing a big black cat with a long tail. And for the second sighting, I was sent this video by someone on Facebook, and this video was taken literally just down half a block from the last sighting. I'll leave it up to you what you think it is in the video, whether you think it's a jaguar, perhaps a stray dog, a pig, or maybe a juvenile bear. Hotspot number 3 would be Niagara-on-the-Lake. And Niagara-on-the-Lake is actually having a lot of sightings, some of them which are recent and making newspaper headlines. Hotspot number 4 would actually be a little triangle from Oakville to Guelph to Brampton. And in that little area, that's where we had our confirmed sighting, and where we also have had very recent sightings of black cougars. And even made a newspaper headline of a woman, I believe, who ran into one in Oakville Park. Hotspot number 5 would be Port Perry down to almost north of Oshawa. For some reason, right in that little stretch there, we've had some black cougar sightings. Hotspot number 6 would actually be around Perth to Jasper. A lot of the locals there have claimed to see them for years, claiming they're actually breeding as well. Some outdated spots that have had sightings, but not for decades now, would be the Wellandport area to Fort Erie. They had some sightings, but since these cats only live for I'm not taking them seriously at this point. Another area would be a few minutes east of Aurelia in Wyville. The other sightings that I know of so far are just kind of scattered, and they're not really a hot spot, I would say. If you are aware of another hotspot in southern Ontario, or Ontario as a whole, please reach out to my email at fishingurbanontario@gmail.com, or let me know in the comment section down below. Now that we have gone over the evidence, it has become unlikely that most or all of these sightings are misidentified animals. Clearly people are seeing some kind of a big black cat. So let's go over 3 theories on why these sightings are happening and where these animals could be coming from. So let's start with theory number 1. And this is the official government stance on these sightings. They believe that these animals likely were purchased outside of Canada, perhaps locations such as Texas, and later released over the border into our rural areas. However, this theory presents challenges, because if they're all domesticated pets that got released, these pets would have no hunting experience and would tend to seek out humans who look similar to their former owners, at least, for survival. Also, if it is a jaguar, jaguars are not capable of surviving our winter season. They're tropical animals, and these sightings have been happening for decades now. They clearly could not survive that long. Our second theory on these sightings is one that scientists hate because there's no proof for it yet at this time. Some speculate that cougars, just like jaguars, may be capable of melanism, resulting in black fur, although no confirmed cases of black cougars exist at this point in time. However, the possibility still remains open. Our last theory is a simple one. It may be that, simply put, cougars may appear black at times due to the way that their fur interacts with light. Watch this video, for example. Since it's far away and hopping in and out of the shade, at some points the coat looks black, but then looks a little more brown. People may have very likely have seen a big cat, but just not a black one, which led to the misidentification. However, this theory could not hold up for sightings made up close in broad daylight. So what do you think? Is it theory number 1, theory number 2, 3, or do you think it's none of these at all? Either way, let me know, as this topic is definitely up for debate, and we could benefit from everyone's take on this. If you enjoyed this video, I would encourage you to subscribe, as I'm going to be making more videos on this topic in the future, and if you enjoyed this one, you're not going to want to miss the ones that I'm making. So stay tuned, thanks for watching, and take care.